created the world is. I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life. And one of these 10 people is gonna walk away with this chocolate factory. There we go. Welcome to my wonderful creation. Oh my gosh, it is handling me. Look at the river. The chocolate door. Oh, he's taking a bite out of our door. That's good. These 10 contestants are all here because they got a golden ticket when they bought one of our Peaceful bars. For our first challenge, we're gonna play hide and seek. You have a few seconds. Go hide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, we got to hide. Let's go, let's go. Oh, look at this Coca-Cola. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, we did it. It's a marshmallow! What the heck is this? This is a $100 million mega mansion, and it's possibly the most luxurious house ever built by mankind. And we're going to be comparing living in this house to living in this $69 million art house that's built to withstand a literal tsunami. A $30 million palace with its very own water park, and everything in between, all the way down to this $1 barely functioning house. More of a shed. Well, it's only $1. Why does this house cost $1?
Yeah, we get another storm, probably gonna go into the water. So it's worth $1 for me just to get rid of it.
So you would say this is a horrible investment for me?
Yes, indeed.
Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, this is sketchy. What is...
Nah, bro, not that name though, bro. I am in the mood, bro. Okay. Who? Yeah. I clean my box. What's the nickname? And he was doing it. He was.
Say we're playing basketball, but every time we score, just get good, bro. Did you have to see the reaction that Corporal Raider and I did to the U versus Sharp?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, so we reacted to Sharp's pimp challenge, pimp up challenge.
Right.
And I gotta say, like, there was a general consensus that the squabble wouldn't go favorably, like if it went to him, it wouldn't go favorably for him
At all.
But we were kind of like analyzing, is that kind of, does he know that already? Is that why he said, this ain't about hands?
And then he always mentions the other gang members and something if it comes to that. He knows he can't fuck with me with these. 100% he know that.
And
GQ's girlfriend Yana sleeping with other guys while he's away at work.
I'm telling you, this is super good, bro. No, that was chicken. That was chicken. That was the chicken. I put the chicken with the rice. Make it taste real good.
I watch every single I could imagine. You guys don't understand when it comes to intelligence. I'm performing.
I'm eating right now, bro.
That's the difference between me.
I need to find you to watch while I eat.
Nerds. Watch this. Go on right here. Thank you. Chest in here. It's feeling a purple pump. Cap. Maybe a blue. According to my calculations, it's gonna be green. Green right here. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Oh, Joe. Fucking aura. Thank you. I know. I know. Purple pump. Darn it. Those who jump, by the way. We need to realize that that's because I was too smart, where they kicked me out of school. One day y'all will realize the intelligence gave myself. But today's night. Shit.
Oh, yeah. You seen that video when I did the apple?
Y'all saw that? I blanked
With
it
the
like
lemon
3
juice?
shots.
I'm gonna give you a subscribe. You see what's out. Nah, definitely, bro. Subscribe button, bro. Definitely.
Bye-bye, nerd. Loser. Where you going? Oh my God.
I appreciate you, man.
Motherfucker! Sit on! Thanks. I bought shit out since, man, last time I brought that out was like 2019. This is Jamari's video. It's titled How.
I'm from New York, bro. New York City. That's where I'm from, bro. New York City.
Today I'm ranking every Fortnite pistol that has ever existed. We gotta start with the worst of them all at number 25, the shift revolver. This came out during the primal season, and of course, the fact that it's a makeshift weapon is enough of a description. This thing was not meant to really be used. You're supposed to grab it and then upgrade it. And insane bloom, I'm pretty sure it did not have any first shot accuracy. Now, it could do some decent damage if you could actually land a shot, but overall, it's gotta be the worst pistol of all the pistols. So let's talk Chapter 2 Super 6 had a bunch of really bad weapons due to the whole crafting system. At number 24, we have Deadpool's dual pistols. These are probably one of the worst mythics, period, and they're the second worst pistols to exist in the game. The thing is, these get less damage than normal dual pistols, but the gimmick about them was that every time you did damage, you would get some health back, like they had siphon. But you actually would only get
I'm a young YouTube young rapper. I just made a few on my YouTube shorts. I also subscribe to you. Appreciate that, little bro. I'm gonna check that freestyle out. Definitely, Corey. Appreciate you, gang. Much love, much love.
health or shields every time you hit someone. That's it. 3 health. You have to literally kill the entire lobby to go from 0 to 100 shield. Nobody picks this, even if they killed Deadpool at the yacht, nobody would ever use these pistols. At number 23 was the 6 shooters. There was a few people who kind of liked this pistol. Most people never did. They made it to where if you hip fired, it was a faster fire rate, but less accurate. But if you aim down sight, it would be a slower fire rate, but more accurate. The only issue, this pistol only had 6 bullets. So when you hit fire, you would run out really fast to reload, and when you ADS, it shot very slowly and only did 36 shot damage. So it just wasn't worth it. You weren't really putting out enough damage to justify it. At number 22, we have the scope. And reality is, it's pretty terrible. The fire rate is super slow, and there's a lot of recoil every single time you shoot. You would have to adjust for a second shot. The only thing that was good is that it did do decent damage. 70 damage with the gold rarity, but there were so many better weapons anytime this was ever in the loot pool, and you rarely ever see people use this unless they were extremely accurate and had no other guns to use. At number 21, we have another primal weapon, the primal pistol. This one was also really bad, a Chapter 2 Season 6 weapon, and it was unique because it shot in bursts of 2, so really inaccurate, and it shot in a burst. Sometimes this was in super close range, early gameplay when no one had shields on because you double tap people, but outside of that, this thing was a piece of junk and no one ever actually used it. You couldn't pressure people's builds with it because it had a low fire rate and didn't shoot that much, and the damage is just like amateur unless you really got up close and personal and double headshot them. At 20, we have the Marksman 6 shooter. So similar complaints as the 6 shooter. The only reason this one was better is that when you ADS, it had a 4x headshot fire, so you could hit for like 90 something damage headshot, which was kind of fun to do when it was in the game, but overall it wasn't that good, and the fact that it's an exotic rarity weapon, you would expect it. At number 19, we have the Nighthawk. This is the exotic version of the scoped revolver, and the cool thing about it is that it gives you thermal vision, which I guess is more useful than not having thermal vision, but to be honest with you, when has thermal vision ever really been that useful in Fortnite? Now we move on to the next section. They're mid-level pistols.
Hey everyone, I'm Rihanna, and I'm smart vet, and then
they're not horrible, but they're not great. At number 18, we have the Ranger pistol. This one was added in Chapter 5. The only downside is that not hit scan. It was just kind of mid. It had a decent fire rate. It was the first pistol he added to first person, so it kind of gets bonus points for that, but outside of that, we're not really using the range pistol. At number 17, we have the sidearm pistol. This pistol was added in Chapter 3 and did its job. It had a decent fire rate, 189 DPS, so a little bit more than Ranger pistol, and it was hit scan, so you could actually use it from medium to long range effectively, assuming you didn't have an assault rifle. But overall, it was just an average pistol, and it did its job. At number 16, we have the combat pistol. This one came out towards the end of Chapter 2, and it was very forgettable, but it wasn't that bad. The gold one had a very, very fast reload time. One of the fastest reload times in the entire game, which made it unique because you could pressure people and you were never really caught reloading because it literally took a second to reload. At number 15, we have the semi-auto pistol. This one is the Chapter 1 pistol we all know and love. The reason why we're putting this one higher, it's not just because we're putting some respect on the OG one. This one actually did a ton of damage, and back then headshot multipliers were even higher. You actually got headshots with this pistol, you would out DPS all the other pistols on this list. At number 15, we have the lock-on pistol. Some of you might not agree with this one because, you know, it's kind of hard to use. It's kind of gimmicky. But there are certain situations where the lock-on pistol becomes extremely useful. When people are gliding around you and they actually have choice but they get hit by the lock-on pistol, it's very useful. I actually ended up using the lock-on pistol in a lot of the solo cash cups in Chapter 4. And what I would do is I would sit off of the spawn island and I would wait for people to rift and try to land on the spawn island. They rifted and tried to land on the spawn island. I was guaranteed to hit them for 200 out of the sky by locking onto them twice, and there was nothing they could do. This pistol was also useful in zero build because you could track people through bushes and people couldn't just block the shots. So while it was gimmicky, when it was used properly, it was a very strong pistol. And that's why it outperforms the other pistols on this list, but at the end of the day, this is still right in the middle. At number 13, we have the ballistic shield. Yes, we're going to count this as a tool because in reality, you did have a pistol in your other hand, and it was kind of controversial because a lot of people hated dying to this thing, and it was pretty powerful when it first got added. There was thirst, but even in its most nerfed state, it was still pretty useful, especially in zero build where it couldn't build. It was a great way to block bullets, avoid damage, pull out the pistol, and finish people off. And let's not forget, you could shield bat people off of hills to make them fall to their death and run even faster while you're holding the riot shield. At number 12, we have the classic dual pistols. These are decent because they do a lot of damage. Sure, they're not as accurate, but in the medium range, you can pull people down very fast using these things. And at number 11, we have the exotic version, the Hop Rock Dualies.
Every time you shot these, you would get a low gravity. And there was a lot of glitches you could do with this pistol to fly up into the sky, which kind of gives them a little bit more aura, but the reality is that the damage output was just much higher as well. The normal pistols could put people down fast, but these had a DPS of 174, so if you double headshot somebody, they were going to be one shot or dead for sure. You could also use them to save yourself from fall damage and take height from people. Now we move on to our top 10. These are going to be good pistols. At number 10, we have the Monarch pistol. The only reason this one isn't higher on this list is because it has bullet travel and it wasn't hit.